Hallo und willkommen to a Get Germanized house tour. Today we're going to look at a very old German house, a Kotten, a traditional Fachwerkhaus. I know that this style is especially, well, favored by foreigners, since this is something not only but very often seen around Germany. So I'm taking you on an exclusive tour to, well, a so-called Kotten today. Here you can also see a Speicher building, so a storage building where anything you really want in there can be stored. And just look at this gorgeous view. Isn't it fantastic? And now I'm gonna let, well, me take it away. Enjoy. So this is the entranceway, or one of them, I should say. And just look at this gorgeous, spacious room. Wow. Eine Diele, we call this in German. Eine Diele. Here to the left, it leads off into the bathroom area, which is like not as exciting because it's all modernized, but it has like these really low doors as well. And they lead to these little cabins, these little bedrooms, bedroom chambers. How cool is that? Katen or Kotten was the name of a single simple dwelling house or workshop in or away from the village community. At the same time, a Kate is the name for a small rural farmstead that resulted from the division of a full agricultural farm, a so-called Hufe. The form of ownership and the legal status of the Kötter, also Kätner, who lived and farmed there, varied from region to region. Kotten, also Kot, Kote, Kotte or Kate, Katte or Katten, means in Middle Low German hut or small house. In addition, there are other forms with th, Kot, Kote, Koten, Köt, Köte, Köten or Kate. The word is found in all three genders, but is mostly feminine in the form of Kate or Kote, and mostly masculine in the form of Kotten. In a more general sense, it means regionally a simple, pejoratively also poor, dwelling house or place of work. And then, when you leave, there's another one, just like right next to it. So you can be roomies with whomever. How cool is that? Really old-fashioned, old house style. I love it. And the high ceilings here, this massive centerpiece of the room, this massive kamin is so beautiful. I mean, wow. The settlement form of the Kotten dates back to the Middle Ages. Initially in the High Middle Ages, when uninhabited areas were taken over, there was still sufficient cleared land available for individually standing full farms, so-called Hufe. Subsequently, the Kotten came into being when the original farms were no longer sufficient due to the increasing population, and smaller splits were formed. In the case of inheritance divisions, full farms were divided among their heirs, who then often built several individual cottages on the original farmland. A second wave of settlement in which many Kotten/Katen were established in close proximity was observed around 1600 in the Oldenburg region. In the late Middle Ages and early modern times, documents increasingly distinguished between full farms and Kotten/Katen. A Kotten or Kate was a farm with a smaller size and lower tax burden. In contrast to the Hufe of the full farmers, so-called Hufner, it was usually only equipped with a small piece of land for self-sufficiency and part-time farming. The inhabitants, so-called Kätner, Kötner, Kötter, Kottsasse, or also called Köter, belonged to the lower village middle class and usually pursued another main occupation. It is gorgeous. We're going to make a fire there later. Here, this leads off to the kitchen, which is also modernized, obviously, a little bit. I mean, it's still like old-fashioned, kind of, but more modern than maybe it should be. Appliances, oven, wow. Often several of these Kotten or Katen were found of the property of the large farmers. In some areas, such as the Bergisches Land, people spoke of cottages when they were small and poor. They were usually 1.5 stories high and with a living room that was also the kitchen. From here, a narrow wooden staircase led to the bedroom in the attic. When industrialization began in the second half of the 19th century, simple workers and miners lived in such cottages. Here we got, let's see, the master bedroom, which is pretty modern, I would say, with this box spring bed. Let's lighten up the mood in the room. There we go. Beautiful bed. I'm not going to sleep there. I'm going to sleep in one of the little cabins, most likely, just because it's fun. This here leads to the cellar area, which is also not as exciting. Here's my little chamber, the third one. Let's look at that. Amazing. Kotten or Katen are half-timbered houses built in the Middle Ages and early modern period, like, for example, the Niedersachsen house, a 2-stud house, but, usually have fewer studs. Thus, they are shorter, which is an indication of their limited utility as full-fledged farms. In northern Germany, the construction method changed in the 19th century from half-timbered to brick cottages. Down here, back out again. And then, my friends are arriving actually. And then we're gonna go to the other bedroom, or to the living room, which is a bedroom. How cool. And if you now, there's another bed arranged for us. If you go upstairs, you go to the attic area. But other than the normal houses, houses that I've been to, this is not just an attic. It has lots of different stuff, which is quite cool. Look at this old-fashioned train set in here. That is so cool. Oh, I could feel the floor give a little bit. As a rule, no barn or stable building belonged to the Kotten or Kate. Kotten/Katen are mostly single-story. The gable room was used as a straw or food storage. Animals were housed under the low of an extended side of the roof. In regions with cold winters, there was no demarcation between the living and animal areas in order to benefit from the animal warmth. And here's like a hidden bed. I'm not sure if people are supposed to sleep in here or not, but it's possible, I suppose. This reminds me so much of my granddad's house from back in the day. So cool. And here is the uppermost room, one of the bedrooms, and a hammock. And a hanger matte in here. How amazing is that? I think my friends are in the house already. Let's go and look for them. They will make fun of me for the selfie stick, which I've transformed out of a walking stick, a cane, because it didn't have anything else, which I found here as well. So cool. And if you are now asking yourself, where can I rent such a house? For the weekend or maybe for a little holiday? Well, leave a like and a comment and I shall answer that question for you. Okay, this is an old-fashioned cellar. Pretty standard, I would say. Not too exciting. Pretty dark in here as well. Ooh, lots of tools, a tool shed. And I guess, water filter. Awesome, really cool. Nice. Wo war jetzt das Licht? Und wieder rauf. Up again. I'm old. There we go. I hope you enjoyed this house tour. If you want more of these kinds of videos, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe and also share this video with someone who might be interested in, Germany in general and maybe even renting out a cabin like this themselves. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to get Germanized. Goodbye and auf Wiedersehen.